dousing coach with water after the win versus Holland Christian. Also getting to play with her cousin Mariah and all the teammates she has played with. Her favorite Bible verse is Psalm 27, verse 14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he will strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. This verse highlights God's strength and unwavering comfort he bestows on his children when they rely on him. After graduation, Annika is planning on attending Western Governors University online for elementary education. While taking these classes, she hopes to be a full-time nanny. Luke Dienter, son of Kent and Annie Dienter. Luke's favorite basketball memory is Tyler's game-winning poster on Kelvin. His favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with thy right hand of my righteousness. This is his favorite verse due to the amazing amount of comfort that it brings to us. After graduation, it's a toss-up between going to college for business and entrepreneurship or becoming an astronaut. Tyler Gritters, son of Kurt and Julie Gritters. Tyler's favorite basketball memory is the second half comeback versus Calvin. His favorite Bible verse is Habakkuk 3, verse 19. The Lord God is my strength, and he will make my feet like hinds' feet, and he will make me to walk upon mine high places, to the chief singer on my stringed instruments. After graduation, Tyler plans to go to college for business. Ayla Halstay, daughter of Mike and Nikki Halstay. Ayla's favorite basketball memory is going to Sam's grandma's house every Monday before practice and getting to spend extra time with my teammates. Her favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. Ayla feels this verse speaks to her everyday life, whether you're facing anxiety, failure, loss, or success. It is an encouraging and good reminder that our strength comes from Christ and not yourself. After graduation, Ayla plans to attend Baker College to become a surgical technician. Landon Kirkstra, son of Mike and Lindsay Kirkstra. Landon's favorite basketball memory is beating Kelvin. Mark 10:27 is Landon's favorite Bible verse. And Jesus looking upon them, saith, with men it is impossible, but not with God, for with God all things are possible. It is a good reminder of the power of God. Landon plans to work in the telecommunications field after graduation. Nathan Kirkstra, son of Mike and Lindsay Kirkstra. Nate's favorite basketball memories are being able to share the court with his brother Landon and with past players who influenced him to become better at playing basketball. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 7, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. It is his favorite verse because it reminds him to be patient. After graduation, Nate plans to follow in his dad's footsteps and become a master electrician. Oliver Piper, son of Victor and Lisa Piper. Oliver's favorite basketball memory is the Traverse City overnight summer camp. Romans 8:28 is Oliver's favorite Bible verse. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. This verse gives comfort in any situation. After graduation, Oliver plans to go to college to study accounting. Brooklyn Muhlenberg, daughter of Heidi and late Jeremy Muhlenberg. Brooklyn's favorite basketball memory is winning regionals at Covenant versus North Point her sophomore year. Her favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 26, verse 3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. This verse got her through a lot of hard times. It taught her to trust in God, and only through him do we have that perfect peace. Brooklyn plans to attend Baker College in their surgical tech program. Samantha Muhlenberg, daughter of Mark and Candace Muhlenberg. Sam's favorite basketball memory is winning districts her sophomore year versus Saugatuck. Psalm 91 verse 2 is Sam's favorite Bible verse. I will say of the Lord, He is my strength and my fortress. In my God, in Him will I trust. Sam loves the confidence and commitment in the beginning of this passage, as well as how personal of a passage it is. She trusts in God because He is her God who will protect her. After graduation, she hopes to join the workforce with intentions of working in the medical field. Morgan Vanderschaff, daughter of Dowie and Becky Vanderschaff. Morgan's favorite basketball memory is pouring water over Coach Captine in the locker room after the win versus Holland Christian. Her favorite Bible verse is Lamentations 3:22 through 23. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because His compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. This is her favorite verse because it reminds her of God's faithfulness and compassion toward His children. Morgan plans to attend Baker College and is enrolling in the radiology technology program. Marissa Van Overlo, daughter of Chad and Lori Van Overlo. Marissa's favorite basketball memories are all of their team meals and inside team jokes. She loves being the go-to girl for doing her teammates' hair before games. Marissa believes that this year's team has really brought her out of her shell, and she will never forget all of her teammates. Her favorite Bible verse is Psalm 46, verse 5. God is in her, she will not fail. God will help her at the break of day. Marissa loves this verse because it tells her God is truly always there for her and she can lean on Him for help. He will also bring her through all the hard times in her life. Marissa will be attending Cosmetology Academy to become a hairstylist after graduation. Jaden Westra, daughter of Jeff and Nikki Westra. Some of Jaden's favorite memories are those spent with the team at Sam's grandma's house on Mondays, the bus rides, and the team meals. She will always remember Annika's quotes, Lydia blocking Jenna in practice, and all of the other amazing things she did with this team. Philippians 4 verse 19 is Jaden's favorite verse. For my God will supply all your needs according to His riches in glory through Christ Jesus. Jaden likes this verse because she knows that whatever she goes through, God will supply her needs. Jaden is considering going to GRCC to be a dental assistant after graduation. Covenant Christian would like to thank you seniors for your leadership, your dedication, your hard work, and for letting your light shine as representatives of Covenant Christian. We have noticed you as you have competed and set an example for those around you. We will miss you on the court, but we are confident that the values and the lessons that you have learned in athletics at Covenant Christian will go with you as you transition to your next endeavor. Parents, we thank you for supporting these athletes as you have been flexible during the year when it came to practice, driving to games, watching them, and encouraging them on the court. Seniors, we thank you and wish you well in your future.
Good evening, everyone. We want to take a few moments tonight as this marks the final Friday of basketball here in the Covenant Christian Gymnasium. This gym has been a blessing to our school, our students, and our school community for almost 50 years. There aren't a lot of details written down about this gym. It was completed in 1979 and opened for PE classes, practices, intramurals, and assemblies. And I'm assuming that some of you here may have helped do some of the work in this gym, painting, putting the floor down, or cleaning things up. Many hands volunteered their time and energy for this gym. In the winter of 1979 and 1980, the volleyball team, for those of you who don't know this, in Michigan, volleyball was played in the winter, girls basketball was played in the fall. In the winter of 1979 and 80, the volleyball team began playing their games in here. In the fall of 1981, after the addition of more seating, the girls basketball team played their games here. The boys played their first game here in December of 1983. As you can see from the banners on the wall behind me, the accomplishments of teams that played in this gym are many. District, regional, and state championships were won by our basketball and volleyball teams. You can look at the trophy cases in the lobby and see conference championships from the old River Valley Conference days. Days when this gym was filled to capacity to watch games against our friends and rivals from Western Michigan Christian, North Point Christian, and Tri-Unity. This became a place that was loved by Covenant fans and players, and a place that was feared by the opposition. Earlier this season, I had an opposing fan. I'm not going to say where they were from, but this Calvin Christian fan asked if this was the last time they would have to play here. I told him that it was. He said, "Good, I hate this place." This gym earned a reputation because of the great atmosphere. It was loud. The pep band was playing, there was energy, and the games were great. We hear many comments and compliments from officials, scouts, opposing fans, opposing coaches that on a Friday night, this place is what high school basketball is all about. We have seen a lot in this gym. There were big wins, some heartbreaking losses. We won some, and we lost some. We lost a few we probably should have won, and we won a few we probably should have lost. There were games where not everyone could fit into the bleachers. We sat or stood wherever we could squeeze in. The memories here are different for everyone. Maybe your dad took you here for a big game when you were little. You got to play in front of a lot of people with your friends and classmates. Maybe you didn't play in here, but you were the biggest fan and never missed a game or an opportunity to cheer on your classmates. You watched your sons, your daughters, your grandsons, and your granddaughters play here. Maybe it's a coach who helped you become a better player, but even more, a coach that helped you become a godly young man or a godly young woman. It's a basket at the buzzer, a win over a rival, or winning the district. We have memories of people who helped make this place great. Players, coaches, and of course you, the fans. And I think of some of the people who were working at games when I started here at Covenant. Mr. Bob Norman, the voice of the Chargers, and Bob is here tonight. Bob was the voice of the Chargers for 40 years. I'll think of John Engelsma sitting in that chair over there. Mr. Andy Camper directing the pep band. And I think of and remember Ari and Ann Griffune, Ann at the admissions table and Ari at the scoreboard. They never missed a game. Our school is generational, and we are thankful to God for that. The names on the roster today are the children of the people that had their names on the roster 30 years ago. A new generation runs the scoreboard, is the voice of the Chargers, and leads the pep band. A new generation takes the floor and fills the student section. Our sons and daughters carry the banner of the Covenant Christian Chargers. Just I'd like to ask, how many of you, just a show of hands, how many of you played in this gym? how many of you that played in this gym have children that played in this gym? What an amazing testimony to the faithfulness of God to our school and to our families. In a conversation with the father of a ninth grade basketball player earlier this year, he told me that his son was disappointed that he wouldn't get to play in the new gym this year. The father's response, "I'm thankful you get to play in this gym. There are great memories in there, and you will have some too." Enjoy the final boys basketball game and the final Friday night of basketball in this gym. Please do not pull up pieces of the floor or tear the bleachers away from the wall for souvenirs, because tonight isn't the end. The girls will be at home Tuesday and Thursday of next week. That is our 19-0 girls basketball team, by the way. So let's have a night here, not only remembering how special this place is, but by creating some more memories tonight. Speaking of memories, I have one more thing I'd like to talk about a little bit tonight. I'd like to talk about a man named Rick Norman. Rick is a 1974 graduate of Covenant Christian High School. He was a member of the 1973 state champion basketball team. He went to Calvin College and later earned a master's from Western Michigan University. In the fall of 1978, he began teaching business, health, and physical education classes here at Covenant. He was also the boys' varsity basketball coach and the golf coach. After teaching at Covenant for 4 years, he left the school to pursue other work. Along with many others, Rick was here helping put down this gym floor. Rick, there was a spot back here a few years ago that came up pretty high. I think that's probably where you were working, but I'm not sure. In the fall of 1997, Rick returned to Covenant in the position of the administrator and principal. Rick and his wife Sue have been, and still are, huge supporters of Covenant Christian Athletics. They and their families were players. They were coaches, announcers, booster club members, and often our biggest fans. Rick was and is a fixture at Covenant games. He might be standing near the Covenant students, sitting near some friends in the bleachers, standing along the fence at a soccer game, or mopping up the spill in the gym of the hallway. At Charger Arena or Charger Stadium, he was always in view supporting our athletes. In 1998, Rick took on the challenge of training a new athletic director. Rick showed him the ropes and helped him understand what athletics at Covenant Christian is all about. When that AD needed some help, some advice, or just had a question, a tap on Rick's office door followed by, "Rick, do you have a minute?" The answer was always yes. "Have a seat." Rick, we thank you for your efforts, support, and dedication to Covenant Christian and Covenant Christian Athletics. As you prepare to begin a new chapter in the book that God has written for you, we hope that Covenant Christian Athletics continues to be a part of your story. We cannot put into words all that you have done here, and we can't count the hours that you have spent here. The best thing I can say to you, Rick, is thank you. And tonight, I'm going to present you with a little gift from everybody in the athletic office. And just so you know, it may or may not be made from some pieces of the new gym floor. Let's play some ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Covenant Christian High School for Game 2 of our doubleheader. We had a thrilling varsity girls contest with the Chargers coming out on top against the visiting Lakers of Spring Lake, pushing the record at 19-0, and now in Game 2 we've got the boys' side with the hometown Chargers coming in with a record of 11-10, and the visiting Spring Lake Lakers coming in just at 500, 10-10. For Dan Kuiper, I'm Kyle Brunege, and we're looking forward to bringing this game to you. Pretty exciting start to this game. It's senior night. We had a nice little speech by our athletic director, Travis Van Bevel. Maybe you caught that. A nice tribute to our good friend and supporter of the school, Rick Norman. But now it's ready for we're time for to play some basketball, and these teams are very evenly matched. But we know, Dan, that games aren't played on paper. They're played in the gym, and we expect a really good game between Spring Lake and Covenant Christian tonight.
Yeah, what a special night it is. Like you mentioned, a lot of history in this gym, a lot of memories. And this is the last Friday night, and the guys are going to finish off this night. Should be a great game. Really excited for it. Both teams getting ready to play for tournament time. So both looking to play at the top of their game.
Thank you for your leadership in the Chargers Pep Band.
Well, sometimes with a senior night, we've got sometimes
I also know that there's
just a little bit of extra feeling of burden on the seniors, but we know that they're going to be resilient tonight and ready to go. And we're going to bring in Coach Tyler Schimmel. And obviously a lot going on tonight. And we asked Coach Captine earlier, senior night and last Friday night in Covenant Christian Arena. You played here, I played here, Dan played here. A lot of people played here.
Yeah.
I mean, give us a sense of what's going through your mind right now.
You know what? I mean, before a game, kind of jealous of Doug. He got to go through all the stuff after the game, right? Before the game, you just want to play and coach and not worry about the hoopla. When the season's over, I'll think about all that stuff. Right now, it's like, let's go beat Spring Lake, right? And that's what you have to be as a coach. However, I gave the guys some homework last night to ask their dads and their grandpa what their favorite memory was. And some of the responses I got back was really cool. I don't have much time to share them with them, but I don't know, to have, my dad, myself, my son, I mean, you guys have similar experiences. It's pretty neat. I'm going to miss this gym, but excited for the new gym too.
Yeah, with every ending, there's a new beginning, and that's
for sure.
Certainly part of the excitement is there's another gym. There will be a lot of memories made going forward there, but certainly a lot of history here, and this gym means a lot to a lot of people. So an exciting night. Yeah. And now, like you said, it's time to play basketball.
Yeah.
You got a Spring Lake team here. Both of you are looking at tournaments next week, trying to finish off strong here. So what are you hoping for from your guys specifically tonight?
Well, Spring Lake's good. They're very balanced. They're very efficient. They don't turn the ball over a whole lot. They're going to play a pack line defense. They're well coached. I mean, they play basketball the way it's supposed to be played. And I got a lot of respect for Coach over there. And you think about the league that they're in. I know they're 11-10, but playing Unity Christian twice, Zeeland East twice, Holland Christian twice, Hamilton twice. That's a tough league. And the fact that they're 11-10, they've been in a lot of games. They're going to be a tough out tonight. In regards to the tournament, right now you got to play at such an intensity, because a tournament game, you guys played them, they're really hard and they're really intense. I really hope our guys play with a tournament type intensity tonight. Defense, offense, and I think we're going to get that tonight from both squads.
Hey, we're looking forward to it. I can see that too. You got a lot of juniors playing. And along with seniors, so that senior leadership is a big deal. It's senior night tonight. What can you talk a little bit about the seniors?
They've been a group, kind of a grinder type group. Ever since they've been here, they've had to work really hard for everything. They've gotten wins, freshmen and juniors. Last year, scraping the floor just to get on the court, a lot of these guys, right? So they've worked really hard. They've earned it. Along the way, though, they've done it the right way. Never complained, put their head down and work, and been fantastic teammates. Gonna miss these guys.
Coach Schimmel, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. We always enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a special night, and we wish you guys the best.
Appreciate it. You guys get a booth next year? I'm like, you guys get like a suite or something, or what?
We'll have to see once what they've got in the works for us over there.
See you, boys.
Yeah, see ya.
Always a good time with Coach Ty Schimmel, and a lot to unpack there, but I'm sure we'll touch on those things through the broadcast this evening. And with 40 seconds on the clock here, we're winding down the interval between the girls and the boys game, and we're going to be ready for the national anthem and some starting lineups, and then we'll be ready for tip-off. Don't go anywhere.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Covenant Christian High School for tonight's varsity basketball game between the Lakers of Spring Lake and your Covenant Christian Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that everyone please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps. Direct your attention to the flag. We pause now to honor our nation and those who protect our freedom with the playing of the national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be played by the Covenant Christian Pep Band under the leadership of Matt Elzinga. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First of all, from the Lakers, starting at guard, the senior number 10, Jack Brown. At guard, a sophomore, number 12, Jacob Ayers. At guard, a senior, number 20, Aiden Ayers. At forward, a senior, number 30, Maddox Kipling. And at center, a senior, number 52, Max Feltner. The Lakers are coached by Bill Moore, assisted by Randy White. And now for your Covenant Christian Chargers, starting at guard, a 6'2 senior, number 0, Nate Kirkstra. At guard, he's a 6-foot senior, number 5, Luke Dieter. At forward, a 6'3 senior, number 20, Landon Kirkstra. At forward, a 6'5 senior, number 23, Tyler Gritters. And at forward, a 6'4 senior, number 32, Oliver Kuiper. The Chargers are coached by Tyler Schimmel, assisted by Tom Pastor and Micah Cole.
Starting lineups for the visiting Lakers: Jack Brown, Jacob Ayers, Aiden Ayers, Maddox Kipling, Max Feltner, Coach Bill Core. And for the Chargers, Nathan Kirkstra, Luke Diemter, Landon Kirkstra, Tyler Gritters, and Oliver Kuiper, a senior squad to be expected. Chargers take the tip, and here we go. Covenant 11-10, Spring Lake 10-10. Coach Schimmel talked about how impressive that record is for the Lakers in their conference. And a good start for the Chargers as Nate Kirkstra hits the jumper. That was Kipling with the missed three. Kirkstra missed on the other end.
Nice little play there.
Nice pass from Ayers to Feltner.
Coach talked about how this Spring Lake team will play a bit of a pack line defense, just kind of squeeze it in, force tough driving lanes, force you to hit some shots from the outside.
Oliver Kuiper from the wing, off the mark, rebound Kirkstra, and he's going to be fouled by Kipling. Have we seen Kuiper shoot a three this year?
That's the first one I've seen.
That's more his wheelhouse. He can't get it to fall. That's going to be a foul on Landon Kirkstra. Pretty special for Nate and Landon to be playing tonight as twins. Played some basketball together over the years. Really nice, tough move by Aiden Ayers.
We've seen him twice already, put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. Last time it was a little dump off there. Lay up and score.
Another bucket by Nate Kirkstra. Excellent pass. Great assist, Aiden Ayers to Kipling. Almost a no-looker. Now Nate Kirkstra lets it fly. Off the mark on that three-point attempt. Here comes Spring Lake.
Number 20 for three, Aiden Ayers.
That's Aiden Ayers.
Good ball movement from Spring Lake there offensively.
Tyler Gritters trying to turn the corner. He's going to be fouled by Jack Brown.
His first, team second, his first, team second.
Juniors Brody Schimmel and Easton Schimmel check in for Landon Kirkstra and Oliver Kuiper. Here come the Chargers down 5, 3 minutes in to the first quarter. First shot attempt, splash. What the home crowd wants to see, the sharpshooter getting an early start.
Always a good sign when that first shot goes down for Brody. Build some confidence, get in rhythm.
Luke Diemter, nice footwork, left hand. He's going to be fouled
Lakers are number 52
by Feltner.
His first, team's third. Shooting for the Chargers will be number 5, Luke Diemter.
So Luke Diemter will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's the 3rd team foul for the Lakers of Spring Lake.
And I just love the way that Luke plays. He gets the ball down there. I don't know how many times it's happened where he's got the ball underneath with a bigger guy on him, and you just think, how is he going to get a shot up? And he's just a crafty veteran out there, able to create, pick up some fouls, get to the free throw line.
A wily veteran. Splits the pair on this end, cuts the lead to 1. Landon O'Donnell and Vaughn White have checked in for Spring Lake, and they turn the ball over to the Chargers. Luke Diemter with a great rebound, goes right up to the right hand, gets it to fall. I think he heard you, Dan.
Love it, great play, great effort.
And the Chargers, after being down 9-4, gone on a nice 6-0 run to lead 10-9.
Number 20 for 3, Aiden Ayers.
Second made 3 for Aiden Ayers. 8 points for him, 8 quick points.
To keep an eye on him as he starts to heat up. Put Spring Lake back up by 2, turnover Chargers. Make sure they know where Aiden is on this possession. Missed by Kipling, rebound Gritters. Solid defense here by Spring Lake. Schimmel, nice little finger roll. Ties the game at 12. Short on that 3 attempt is White, rebound. Kipling, rebound Gritters. Nate Kirkstra, as he tried to make a move baseline, hit the baseline with the basketball, and that will send the possession over to Spring Lake. Landon Kirkstra back in, and also first minutes for junior Brady Halsteg. That was O'Donnell with the miss. Rebound, Landon Kirkstra. Second 3. That's a good answer by O'Donnell from the corner.
That one created by number 20, Aiden Ayers. He's been very effective on the offensive end, scoring and distributing.
Landon Kirkstra going to get called for an illegal screen.
That's his second.
That's a second foul, so he'll go to the bench, and Oliver Kuiper will check in. Levi Koinga checking in for the first time tonight. That was Vaughn White making a move to the bucket.
Foul's called on the Chargers at number 10,
And
Brady
Nate
Holstead,
Kirkstra,
his first, being
a
third.
little bit too close for comfort. He picks up the foul. Check that. That was Brady Holstead on the foul, not Nate Kirkstra.
That one touched every part of the rim.
It did.
Jack Brown. For two, Jack Brown.
And that was Jack Brown putting the Lakers up 2. Kuiper with a great rebound. Tried to get it back out to Koinga. At the buzzer is White off the mark, and that concludes the first quarter of action with the Spring Lake Lakers with a 2-point lead over the Covenant Christian Chargers. Here's Jack Brown for Spring Lake off the high screen from Feltner. That's going to be a moving screen on Vaughn White. And that will send the ball back to Covenant Christian.
Vaughn White is first. He's first.
Oliver Kuiper couldn't quite corral that one. Good steal there by Brady Holstead. He's going to go right to the rim. He's going to get fouled by Landon O'Donnell. And that's going to send Brady Holstead to the free throw line for 2.
Shooting for the Chargers will be number 10, Brady Holstead.
All right, tied up at 17 with the Holstead free throws. Let's see how Spring Lake answers. That was a Jack Brown miss. And
just a little miscommunication there, it looked like, between Levi and Brady.
Those are turnovers that you just can't commit against an opponent like this. Possessions are important. Junior Colin Corson has checked into the game. Gritter's able to keep the possession for the Chargers. that's going to be a 3-second call on Tyler Gritters. The official claims that he was in there for 10 seconds, and he was gracious by giving him an extra 7. I think every official says that.
Yeah, oh, that's funny. He was camped out down there, is what he's saying. Been a little bit too much of that on this end. Just Spring Lake's got the ability to put the ball on the floor and penetrate, but got to be a little bit more disciplined with the feet in a few cases. Overall, the defensive effort has been solid. A few lapses here and there.
Yes, sir. As Levi Koinga. Just need better defensive discipline. Off the block, Brody Schimmel stepped on the line, and so the ball will stay with Spring Lake, and that will lead to a Coach Schimmel 30-second timeout. We had this in the first game tonight. It just lacking a bit of energy right now, and Coach Schimmel wants his team to come alive a bit.
Yeah,
it's been a little. They've been a little lethargic.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Schimmel will switch anything up here defensively to try to generate some of that energy. He was hoping to see a really high intensity level on both ends of the floor. I would say we haven't seen that quite yet, so maybe he'll go to something a little bit more aggressive, trapping, to generate some of that, but we'll see.
Good play call out of the timeout. Kipling couldn't convert. Chargers fortunate to not give up a bucket there. Here's Brady Halsted. Dumps it down to Gritters. Halsted for 3. Buries it.
Brady Halsted.
Those are big shots. Knocking down those shots, Brody's 3-point makes earlier on, especially against his defense that's going to be pack line, force you to knock them down from the outside.
Answer by Kipling. Each time the Chargers have gotten something going offensively, the Lakers answered, and that's why we're tied at 20. Off the Brody Schimmel miss. Offensive rebound. Brady Halsted again. And as Spring Lake gets the rebound, it's a Colin Corson foul. And that's 2 team fouls apiece. 5:08 to go, second quarter. Tied at 20, and that foul is going to be on Oliver Vanderkalk, who just checked into the ball game.
Number 4, Oliver Vanderkalk. His first.
He hit Aiden Ayers on the arm, and so he'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Number 20, Aiden Ayers.
Makes the second, splits the pair, 21-20, Spring Lake. Good pass from Gritters to Kirkstra, airballs it. Rebound Corson, back out to Brady Halsted. Now here's Halsted right to the rim. Had it knocked away, but it will stay with the Chargers. Holsteg to Kirkstra for 3. Off the mark. Rebound, Feltner. That foul's on Oliver Vanderkalk, his second. Well, we're in kind of a lull here in the first half, so I'm going to take advantage. And it's part 2 of trivia night. And if you've been tuning into the broadcast tonight, you know this is, of course, the last game in Charger Arena, last Friday night game in Charger Arena. So I'm going to ask the same question, but on the boys' side. So how many boys basketball coaches have there been in Covenant's history?
Number 52, Matt Feltner.
That's Feltner putting it in. So that was our trivia question for the girls, and the answer was 7. And again, the great Dan Kuiper ran the table on that one and named them all for your listening pleasure. And now for the on the boys' side, how many coaches? 1968 to the present on the boys varsity side. Answer to come.
That's a tougher one.
Same time span.
It's going to be hard to come up with that list.
Well,
but I'm anxious to hear it when it eventually comes out here. Now you've done a little coaching yourself.
I have. Yep.
On the boys and girls side, or
yes,
only
both.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
JV both.
Yeah, JV both
sides. Yeah.
I stepped in for the varsity girls coach, so once when he was sick. So my record as a varsity coach is 1-0.
Undefeated.
And I'm going to stop right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Never lost.
Never lost as a varsity coach.
It's impressive.
Minimum 1 game. So there you have it. Stay tuned for that answer. .23-20 Spring Lake. That's a corner 3 off the mark. Rebound Kirkstra. Let's see what the Chargers can get going offensively. Nate Kirkstra short on the 3-point attempt. Easton Schimmel looked like he was held on the rebound. No call. It's going to lead to a jump ball. Possession arrow to Covenant Christian.
I would say that the Chargers are having a little bit trouble figuring out the defense, but it's just a solid defense that Spring Lake's playing, not giving up anything easy, forcing long possessions and nothing easy inside. Can't get to the basket with a dribble very effectively. So good solid defense, and that's happened on both sides here tonight.
Easton Schimmel down to Tyler Gritters. Back to Easton. Missed the right-hand layup. And just some struggles offensively. Last 2 possessions for Covenant Christian. Still down 3, but that's going to be a steal by Diemter. And you know where he's going, right to the rim. Put back by Gritters, and he's fouled. That foul's on Landon O'Donnell.
O'Donnell, his second. Team's third. Number 23.
So that will send Tyler Gritters to the free throw line.
And you got to take advantage of every opportunity like that where you can turn them over and get down the court.
Misses the free throw. It's going to be an offensive foul by Aiden Ayers.
All right. Well, I take it that we don't have many people using technology to text answers in, but we have some signaling from across the gymnasium.
I may have sent out a text. See the 3 contacts on my phone. That's Brody Schimmel for 3. That's his 3rd on the night. And every time the Chargers score, it seems like there's a Laker answer, and so that gets the score tied at 25. Kirkstra with a jumper off the mark. Spring Lake to inbound. It's going to be another illegal screen. This time on Maddox Kipling.
Kipling is second, being 5th.
That's his 2nd foul. 1:23 to go, still knotted at 25. Going to the rim. Great pass. Luke Diepter.
Well executed there. Just a nice little give and slip and score.
That's Luke Diepter's first, so that will send Jack Brown to the free throw line. Brown makes the first. John Westhoff checking in for Spring Lake to give Kipling a break. Misses the second. Rebound Gritters. 1 minute on the clock. Chargers 27, Spring Lake 26. Easy bucket at the rim, puts the Chargers up 3. Kittner going to the rim, looking for some contact, no call. Brody Schimmel. .30 seconds on the clock now. Diepter right to the rim for 2. Count it! Diepter's delivering tonight, as we would expect. That foul on Aiden Ayers, his 2nd. And he completes the 3-point play, as expected. That pass down to Westhoff. He stepped on the baseline. Chargers up 6 now. 10 seconds to go. At the buzzer for 3, that's going to be wide right. Had a good look at it. A little rushed maybe. And with .8 on the clock, that'll conclude the first half of action. Chargers 32, Lakers 26, and you know, as we head into the break, it'd be a good time to deal with our trivia question. How many boys basketball coaches in Covenant's history? Are you gonna go 2 for 2 on this one?
I don't think I'm gonna go 2 for 2. I can think of 6. I think 6 is what I can come up with. But again, you go back prior to the 90s, and I've got a hard time figuring out who was back there. So 6 I can think of. I'm going to go 7.
You're going to go with 7. You're a little short. The correct answer is 10.
Oh, 10. I'm
10.
Missing quite a few.
Now, I had to go into the archives to get these names.
Ooh, okay. I just thought of a 7th, I think. All right.
All right, so you ready for the list, or do you want to list what you know?
Well, can I come up with some names and see who I missed?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to go with Korhorn.
Got it. Bud Korhorn, first one.
A Zanstra. Was there a Zanstra at
John
some point?
Zanstra, yep.
Rick Norman.
Yep.
Kevin Van Engen.
Yep.
Rick DeVries. Russ Swak. Tyler Schimmel. That's all I can come up with.
You missed a couple in there. You missed Dave Korhorn, Dan Skipper, and this is going to really get you. You ready? James Hovman.
Oh, my Lance. How did I miss
I really
James?
hope James is not listening to
I
this
hope so, too.
broadcast. So we'll list for our viewers, you know.
Yikes.
We're going to list this off in order. Bud Korhorn, Bud Korhorn, Dave Korhorn, Rick Norman, John Zanstra, Dan Skipper, Kevin Van Engen, Rick DeVries, Russ Swak, James Hobman, Tyler Schimmel. Add that up and you get 10. There you have it. So,
okay, well researched.
We're thankful for the yearbook. So, quite a history there, and you know, Dave Korhorn had that '73 championship, and Kevin Van Engen with a couple in the '90s, and of course we were privileged to be tutored by the great Rick DeVries during our formative years, and we're thankful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good memories.
Well, this is a great time for you at home to grab something to munch on. We're going to be back for the start of the second half shortly. We're about ready to start. Quarter number 3. Spring Lake with the basketball, down 6 right out of the halftime chit-chat. We got a nice pass to Aiden Ayers. That's going to be a travel by Tyler Gritters. And that will turn the ball over to Spring Lake. We haven't seen a whole lot of defensive adjustments from Coach Schimmel tonight, Dan. Been pretty much standard man-to-man.
Yeah.
We've seen some of that trapping defense that sometimes brings energy. We thought we might see that in the second quarter when there was a bit of a lull, but he stuck with the man. So just trust these guys to not foul. That was a nice block by Brody Schimmel. Now this is Kirkstra for 2 off the window. A bit long. Rebound Jack Brown. Good hands by Easton Schimmel. Nice block by Gritters. Top of the key. That's number 4.
When he can catch it in rhythm, get his feet underneath him, gather like that, especially on a night where he's feeling it, it's almost automatic.
His first shooting for the Lakers will be number 52, Max Feltner.
That foul was on Brody Schimmel. A little too much arm contact, and that's going to send Feltner to the free throw line. You think Feltner's on the football team?
He looks like he could hold his own.
Misses that second free throw. Rebound Kirkstra, 35-29. Gritters to the bucket, couldn't make the layup. A bit off balance there. This is Feltner again, and this time he puts the bucket in, so just one free throw coming. That's Nate Kirkstra, this is his first foul.
Number 52, Max Feltner, will shoot one shot.
Feltner completes the three-point play. Good start here for Spring Lake. They've now cut the lead to 3, 35-32.
It's been a tight contest except for that little run that Covenant made there at the end of the second quarter. And there's a nice little
baseline jumper
mid-ranger
from Kirkstra.
But Covenant started to have some success with just some little slips to the basket on the offensive end.
Great pass from Feltner to the corner for 3 is Aiden Ayers.
That's his third three-pointer on the night.
Gritters to the bucket. Lost control of it. Maybe a tip by a Laker. Great pass to Feltner for 2. Jack Brown with the dime. Feltner with a great start to the second half. Don't look now, but we got a tie ball game. That's going to lead to a Ty Schimmel timeout.
But he also said it's only for 5 minutes.
Well, Coach Himmel not happy with the defensive effort, and let the guys know he needs a little bit more intensity and focus on that end of the court.
Well, let's see how they respond here. They've allowed Spring Lake to tie this ball game at 37. Easton Schimmel going baseline, unable to convert that. That's Jacob Ayers with the miss. Rebound, Colin Corson. It's a nice pass from Schimmel to Kirkstra, but O'Donnell's going to pick up the holding foul.
Team first.
There's Landon Kirkstra going up with the right hand, can't get it to drop. Good contest there by Feltner. He's been very active this half. We've approached the midway point of the third quarter. And as Kirkstra getting another interior feed, that foul's going to be on Aiden Ayers.
That's his third. That's a big development here. He's got 14 points on the night. Really played well offensively and solid defensively.
Halstead to the rim. As he goes up, he's going to be fouled on the arm by Jacob Ayers.
Shooting for the Chargers will be number 10, Brady Halstead.
Halstead makes the first free throw. This is the second rebound by Kirkstra. This is the shot there. Missed three-pointer by George. Good pass from Halstead to Schimmel. Number 5. And I think Coach Core is going to call a timeout here and explain to them that number 11 has 5 three-pointers.
Yeah, you got to find him, but that's the advantage. When you can run and push the ball, which we haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to do that. Spring Lake's done a nice job of getting back and preventing a push up the floor like that. But when you can do that, you have opportunities against a defense that's not set. And once the Spring Lake defense is set, they're pretty tough to operate against. So nice vision there, court vision from Brady Hallsteg, pushing the ball up to the corner to Brody Schimmel, who, as you mentioned, 5 made three-pointers on the night.
Well, they're going to have to relocate, make sure they locate him, because we know how Brody Schimmel operates. Once he gets going, that confidence builds, and number 6 is not going to be far behind. We'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Core makes to the defensive side to make sure that they watch where Brody Schimmel is. Jack Brown right to the bucket, just rolls out, rebound Kirkstra. And now here comes Brady Hallsteg. Colin Corson, right hand off the mark. That's going to be a pushing foul on the rebound attempt by Landon Kirkstra. That's going to be his third. Luke Deemster checks in, as well as Nate Kirkstra. Luke's had a great game. As you mentioned earlier so astutely, described him as just really gritty and attacks the rim and really brings energy to the Charger offense.
You got to have that from your leaders, and Luke has played a lot of minutes this year, and good solid leader out there on the court for the Chargers.
Well, his dad, Mr. Deemter, of course, the renowned inventor of the Little Caesars Pizza Portal. And boy, has Luke been delivering tonight.
It's really revolutionized how you get a pizza, doesn't it?
Number 11.
Definitely.
Brody Schimmel, 2 points.
That's Brody Schimmel with a shocking 2-pointer. Feltner has been working very hard. Great pass. Rejected by Brody Schimmel. And as Brown heads to the rack, he's going to be fouled.
Number 22, Colin Corson, his second.
And that foul is going to be on Colin Corson.
Number 10, Jack Brown, at the line for the Lakers.
Well, as you know, Dan, it is pretty satisfying to walk into a Little Caesars. And everybody's just sitting there waiting to order, and you just walk right up to that portal, punch in your special code, and away you go.
That little door opens up.
It's very satisfying.
With a smile on your face,
And
you snag your pizza.
The envy of the crowd. That's going to be Spring Lake basketball off the rebound. Coach Schimmel thought that ball was off Spring Lake and should be Charger basketball. They don't change the call. Vaughn White misses the 3, and on the rebound, Kipling on the baseline. Charger basketball up 6, 1 minute to play, third quarter. Kirkstra, free throw line jumper off the mark. come the Lakers, down 6, 30 seconds to go. White fouled by Corson.
Number 22, Colin Corson.
Check that was Jacob Ayers.
Shooting for the Lakers will be number 12, Jacob Ayers.
Ayers makes the first free throw. Junior Levi Koinga checking in for Corson. Makes the second, cuts the lead to 4. We'll see what the Chargers do with about 20 seconds on the clock. It's just the 4th team foul on Spring Lake. That was Jacob Ayers. So they had a foul to give this quarter. Next one will be free throws for the Chargers. They're working hard. Great position, body control. 2 points.
Well done there.
And that concludes the third quarter. Chargers 45, Lakers 39. I think you got time for one more snack. Get ready for the fourth quarter. Fouls reset now going into the fourth quarter. Great look to Levi Koinga. Pushes the lead to 8, biggest lead of the night for the Chargers. And as Vaughn White heads to the bucket, immediately we have our first team foul on the Chargers. Some nifty moves by Vaughn White, over 2 on that possession. Gritter's off the mark. Recovers well to cover Feltner. Now Feltner goes to work again. Right hand. He's going to be fouled on the arm by Gritters. Didn't like the call.
Shooting for the Lakers will be
Feltner's been a load down there
Feltner.
really throughout the game, but especially in the second half, he's gotten a lot of opportunities, given himself that opportunity by getting position. They fed him the ball, and he spent a few moments at the free throw line.
Misses that one. .47-40 now, 6.5 to go in the game. Kirkstra cuts to the bucket. He's going to be fouled on the way to the hoop by Vaughn White. Double teaming Gritters. They're going to give Gritters the bucket and the foul. 34 with a blocking foul. That's Landon O'Donnell.
82nd. Number 23, Tyler Gritters will shoot one shot.
Completes the three-point play. Coach Core not very happy with the continuation given to Gritters. It does seem
it was
like
pretty.
the high school continuation has expanded and beyond definitely what it was like when we played. I think the college game is trickling down a bit.
Yeah, that one I would say seemed like pretty lengthy continuation there, but worked out pretty well for Tyler and the home team.
Schimmel from the corner, off the mark. Feltner with a great rebound. Good look by Brody Schimmel. That would have been number 6. All the way to the rim. Vaughn White. Pretty crafty move.
Chargers, number 23, Tyler Gritters, his second.
That's going to be on Tyler Gritters, his second, and that will send White to the free throw line to try to cut into this 10-point lead.
Number 14, Vaughn White.
Reminds you a little bit of the girls' game, the first game where Chargers had pushed their lead up to double digits. And can the Chargers withstand a Laker run and pull off the victory tonight?
That'll be the key. You know, that starts at the defensive end, of course, and Covenant's been solid on the defensive end in the second half here. In the first half, we saw a few times where the defense got a little bit leaky. Second half has been good, fundamental, be in good position, prevent penetration to the basket. Coach Schimmel's got to be pretty happy, except for the one time where he had to give him a little bit of extra encouragement in the timeout.
Principal Norman giving leading a resounding banana cheer in the student section. To the delight of the student section and the spectators here.
There's some memories from our administrators in this gym. Rick Norman leading the bananas cheer, Ag Lubbers back in the day.
Spelling out Chargers.
Spelling out Chargers.
Off the miss, rebound Kipling. Now another opportunity for Spring Lake to cut into the 10-point lead and get it into single digits. That was Aiden Ayers, got his own miss.
Number 30, Matt
Kipling rebounds that one and puts it in and cuts the lead to 8.
Number 14.
Excellent block by Gritters, but White got his own corralled his own rebound and put it in. Cuts the lead to 6.
Well, that's 2 possessions there. On the one, you give up 2 offensive rebounds, 3 possessions down on this side, and then a quick turnover, just careless down on this end, and suddenly it's a 6-point game.
Great move to the bucket by Brady Halsteg. Little hesitation at the top. And a much needed answer. Gets the lead back up to 8, coming up on 4 minutes to go in the game.
That's a moving screen.
Pretty clear violation there by Max Feltner. Nate Kirksher checking in for Easton Schimmel. Now here comes Brady Halsteg to get the action going. Comes up again.
They called that an offensive goaltending. I thought it came off the rim before he touched it, but
Thought it was outside and below the cylinder, but the basket wasn't going in anyway. But nice reverse layup by Aiden Ayers, the senior. Cuts the lead to 6. That's going to lead to a full timeout by Coach Tyler Schimmel to talk over some defensive adjustments. Get ready for the final stretch. Charger basketball up 6 out of the timeout. The Chargers can limit the turnovers and get quality shots. This game is going to be theirs, but that's not the start they wanted. Coach Schimmel is just a bit beside himself. It's hard out of a timeout, especially.
he's just had a really solid night. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 points for Feltner, and that's just careless there.
That cuts the lead. The lead was 4, and they can cut into this lead even more. Under 3 minutes to go, and that's 2 turnovers out of the timeout. That's just really poor basketball. Let's see if they can recover here and get a quality shot. A bit bailed out there by the foul on Vaughn White.
Called on the Lakers at number 14, Vaughn White.
Allsteg's going to have to be a little bit more careful with the basketball here down the stretch. Tyler Gritter's checking back in.
Number 5, that's Luke
Pass
Easter.
from Allsteg to Diepter. 8 points for Luke Diepter tonight.
Coach in charge of the number 10, Brady Holsteg, his third. Team fourth.
That foul's on Brady Holsteg, his third foul.
Both teams sitting at 4 now. Next foul, put somebody at the line.
Levi Koinga and Colin Corson checking in.
In charge of the number 13, Levi Koinga.
Jack Brown making a move to the bucket. He's bumped by Levi Koinga, just his second foul.
Number 10, Jack Brown.
Brown makes the first, down to a 5-point lead. Cooks and Schimmel back in the game. Misses the second. Rebound Gritters. Here comes Holsteg.
Minute and a half left. You talked about it earlier. You got to take care of the basketball, execute.
Another turnover by the Chargers.
Number 52,
Feltner.
Max Feltner for two.
Not how you finish a basketball game right now. Now the lead's 3. Had this lead up to 10 early on in this quarter. Spring Lake just slowly chipping away. Here comes Diepter right to the rim. Another special delivery by Luke Diepter. Big bucket there to put the Chargers up 5.
A couple huge
45
buckets
seconds.
from Luke there and down the stretch. When the Chargers have needed offense, Luke has delivered.
So now we're down the stretch here with 5-point lead. Chargers with 5 team fouls, so Spring Lake will shoot free throws. Spring Lake, next foul. Chargers will shoot free throws, so both teams want to be smart there, and of course protecting the basketball. We've seen some real sloppy turnovers.
Well, that's probably got to be frustrating for Coach Schimmel. You got to play tough defense down here on the defensive end against Spring Lake and do that without fouling, but then take care of the ball on the offensive end. With a girls team, we saw a Spring Lake team that was really scrappy and would bring some traps and so on. It's been pretty self-inflicted for our guys here in the last couple minutes.
Vaughn White to check the ball in here. See what Spring Lake and Coach Core have drawn up here. 40 seconds. Backdoor cut. Aiden Ayers going to the free throw line. That's Levi Koinga's third foul.
Aiden Ayers.
Big free throws here for Spring Lake. And Ayers puts the first one in. Schimmel and Kirkstra checking back in. Rebounding also going to be important. On the free throw shooting we expect.
Nobody blocked out the shooter.
Schimmel did
Everything
his job
but.
and just on cue. Rebounding so important.
Timeout called by the Chargers. 8-0, timeout.
Number one priority is those two back guys say, he's got shooter, and yet big free throw end of game. You don't have communication, and that happens. But Chargers got the basketball. Coach Ty with the timeout. Up 4. And you expect Spring Lake's going to bring some pressure here.
I would expect so. Look to trap, maybe get a quick turnover, and then you got a foul. So for the Chargers, it's going to be important to set some good screens, open up to the basketball, and then be strong with it.
Well, this is our last broadcast in Charger Arena. A bit sentimental about that. Had some good games in here, especially this year.
Well, we've called a lot of good games in the last, 3 years?
Yep.
We've been doing this. It's been a lot of fun sitting right here courtside. And, yeah, Lord willing, we go next door next year and call some games there. But, yeah, a lot of history here, a lot of great memories for both of us playing, coaching, and broadcasting now. And with our own children playing out here. Freshman and JV levels.
Absolutely. Luke Diemter to inbound. Holsteg. Vaughn White with strong defense. Holsteg's going to go. Passes to Kirkstra, who is landed on by Jack Brown. Third foul. Glad to see Nate Kirkstra up. Now these are big free throws here with 15.7 on the clock. A lot of time, but this should be able to seal the deal for the Chargers. Puts the pair, 5-point lead. Here we go, 15 seconds. From the corner. Big bucket there by Landon O'Donnell. That cuts the lead to 2. Immediate timeout by Coach Bill Core.
A 30-second timeout.
Well, we talked about the girls' game and how that game played out, and we see for something very similar here. For Covenant, though, at this point, you got to get the ball in bounds, secure it, take care of it. You don't even have to get over half court. You just got to get the ball in bounds, be strong with it. And what I would expect as soon as the ball is caught, Spring Lake's going to have to foul and put Covenant at the free throw line.
And we're coming up on 9:15 on the East Coast time zone. Been here a while tonight. Team turn to inbound. Gets it into Hallsteg. And that's turnover. Maddox Kipling to the bucket for 2 free throws with 1.5 on the clock.
Number 30, Maddox Kipling. Good shot.
The big free throws here. This is the first. Big sigh of relief from the Charger fans.
And here again, you got to rebound. You got to box out, secure the rebound. That is huge at this point.
Feltner's got one thing on his mind.
Oh! Oh, no.
And at the buzzer, Spring Lake pulls off an improbable victory with a buzzer beater 3 as time expires, ripping the heart out of the hometown Chargers. Wow. A stunned
On behalf of Cumberland Christian High School,
Charger crowd.
the athletic department, administration, coaches, and players,
Well,
thank you for joining us tonight. Please be careful
for Spring Lake,
exit the parking lot.
they just, the same thing with the girls team, the guys team, never gave up.
And we
Stuck
hope to
with
see
it.
you to the end soon.
You thought for sure they were out of
This
it.
is the last Friday night game that we have.
And a few too many mistakes down the line for Covenant's guys. But what a finish for Spring Lake.
So don't forget about that. Once
This
again,
crowd is
please
not
be
quite
careful.
sure what to think about what happened there. I didn't even see who the bucket was.
Please be careful anyway, Mo.
I didn't see who scored that bucket.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out. That was number 10,
Jack Brown.
Jack Brown.
Banks it in as time expired. And that was off the Maddox Kipling free throw miss. A few things had to go right there, and they did, but credit goes to Spring Lake. They hung around and overcame a 10-point deficit. And they're going to win the last game here on a Friday night. Charger Arena.
Hey, there's a few lessons always when you walk away from a basketball game. You like to take lessons away from a win rather than a loss, but entering the tournament, there were some little things down the stretch, taking care of the basketball, too many turnovers, and then just a few times where we didn't block out like we needed to in order to finish off the game. And you learn from that, you grow from that, and take that into the tournament.
Well, congratulations to Spring Lake on a hard-earned victory. Obviously heartache for Covenant Christian. For Dan Kuiper, I'm Kyle Brunigi. Thanks for joining us. Final score, Spring Lake 58, Covenant Christian 57.